Alright everybody, I decided to go ahead and post up a video of what my setup is up under my seat and also my tank bag and how my GPS slash media player is hooked up and how I get power to that. I'll just start with this. Uh, Keep this as a spare phone. It's a second generation Moto G. Um, on Amazon it's like 170, 180 bucks. It's a pretty decent phone. The maps I'm using is the app is called Here. It's by Nokia, and you can download all the maps to the actual phone. If you have an SD card, you can change the storage to the SD card. Um, really good maps, really good navigation. This is just a map overview. If I zoom out here, you get a kind of idea of what it looks like while I'm driving. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it'll give me my speed, distance and everything. Let's see if I can get a destination, see what that looks like. Okay, maybe I don't have a destination there. But maybe I can show you that a little bit later on. Let's see if I can set a destination here. There we go. You can also select how you want to do your different routes, what you want to not go on your route. Like if you don't want to go on highways, you can take highways off and everything like that. It's getting the route right now. So there we go. There's one of the routes to Baltimore. Let's go ahead and start. Alright, so it'll give me my current speed. Do alternate routes. I think I have a arrival time displayed. Time to arrival, any traffic jams, current heading. Anyway, long story short, I like that for traveling. Alright, and I've got power going to it through USB. If you go in my tank bag, all I've got is a little cigarette lighter adapter with a USB cable hooked in, and that's hooked up to my battery tender SAE cable. I usually have it tucked out of the way, but I just got there hooking this up. And the cable goes out through right here, so it's kind of waterproof or water resistant. And my gloves. Got all my registration, insurance information, bike owner's manual, notepad, pen. If it does start to rain or whatever, my first line of defense for my GPS is this. It's by, if y'all can see that, it's by Locksack, and it says right here it's leak proof, airtight seal. It's a hermetically sealed little baggie, basically an upgraded sandwich bag. So I can just stick it in. The touchscreen works through this. Just stick it in there. It's basically waterproof then, and these are real cheap. You can get these on Amazon for like a pack of 3 or 4 for like $6. So if it gets scratched up or whatever, it's not a big deal. You can just buy another one. Little lens cleaner cloth. I've got a Anchor battery backup just in case you need to charge something up off the bike without power. Here's some of the things I keep packed in my bag at all times. Ibuprofen always in my bag. Some glove liners. Let's see what else I got. Some electrical tape and a Gerber just in case. And usually when I'm traveling, I keep a water bottle in here and maybe some extra gloves. In this side little pouch, I've got my helmet lock. I usually lock my helmet up on the mirror and just wrap this through the guards and through the chin bar. It's just a deterrent. Also, I've got an Omni Cruise throttle lock. Sometimes I like this. I forgot in my earlier video, I have the Kayoka throttle lock. I usually only use this like on the highway for long stretches, but occasionally I like to use this also. It's a little bit easier to work. I can just use my thumb, although this doesn't hold speed as well as the Kayoka throttle lock. So it just depends on what I want to do and how long I'm traveling for which one I use. Okay, let's put that away. Alright, in here I usually keep little items that I need handy. This is just my little earbuds and a little Sony Bluetooth adapter. So I usually wear earbuds and run this down the inside of my jacket, clipped onto my pocket, to where I can control my music and my volume for my GPS without having to mess with this. Gloves and your phone screen doesn't work too well, but that's all hard buttons, so it seems to work a little bit better. Alright, we'll put that up. And alright, so under the seat, here's what I got. Obviously my battery tender connection. I don't really want to pull all this out. This is a a powerlet connector. Connections hooked up to the battery, and then these are little water resistant boots. If I can get these all with one hand. And it's got connections for 4 items. So if you don't care if they are constant on, then that's the way, or the route that I went. And it's a fuse connection too, so you ain't got to worry about anything that much. Shove that all back up in there. Alright. Also have a little back off stoplight modulator. I like that. Put that on all my bikes. Here's this is how I keep my tools and my air compressor and my little stop and go air compressor. Got a little tire pressure gauge, and also keep a master link in there just in case I need it. Here's a tire repair kit. I just took it out of the package, put it in a Ziploc bag to store it. That just goes right back there. I'll put all this away better later on. Here's my tool bag, and I'll open that here in a second. And this is what I usually use to lube my chain, but I'm going to try that spray that I showed y'all earlier. See how that goes. That may be my new go-to. But I like to have this in here. It's nice and small, and I can keep it out of the way just in case I need it. Alright, and let's see what kind of tools I got in here. Alright, so I love this little tool pouch. It rolls up pretty good, and for the V-Strom, it fits perfectly in there. So I'm not going to go through all the tools I have in here, but I've got a little Motion Pro T-socket case in here, along with a couple of random Allen wrenches. These are my axle wrenches, spark plug wrench, a little stub nose multi screwdriver. These are the 2 wrenches that came with the bike, and then I've added a few box wrenches of my own. I forget what size this is. Okay, 14, 13, 17, 8, 10, and 12 millimeter. An upgraded pair of pliers. You can't really see it here. I don't really want to pull it out, but a small set of vice grips just in case. Some thread locker, and the axle wrench cheater pipe. But that's pretty much it as far as I can think of for my setup. Like I said, when I get to my camping spot tomorrow, I'll give y'all a breakdown of what all I have in this bag right here, and how my camp's set up. Alright, thanks for watching again. See you next time.